Good day, everyone. Thanks for joining us here in the charts. Tune into the market-based edition. Fellow competitive speaking. We're gonna go through a lot of stocks here. I'm gonna go ahead and apologize in advance. They're not in a particular order in the description there, so we're just gonna run through them here, guys. So welcome back, loyal family. If you're new here, consider joining us. Please do your fundamental research on these companies. Do not take this as financial advice. I'm not an advisor. Starting with CTRM, I think some need an update for this. But let's go ahead and reveal the lines here. Oh, I forgot to take a, never mind. Let's see. So 36 cents is still perfectly confined within 36 cents up to 59 cents. I think we posted a video somewhere. I'm not sure where it was, but it went out right up to that 59-cent level, and it's potentially going down to 36 cents. Now, I know some may challenge the levels and say, dude, this is useful information. Why do you say it? Well, the reason that I go over these levels is because let's just say you, for example, you haven't entered the market just yet. I'm assuming everyone has a strategy, yes, and you've done your fundamental research, yes. So let's just say it actually comes down to the 36-cent level. That's when you as a relevant market participant will say, okay, cool. Napoleon said it can come down to 36. So I'll take my risk to reward ratio and understand how much I'm going to deploy in this position, not your entire portfolio, okay? You'll say, okay, I'll take a 10% risk. And of course, never say that it's going to go all the way up to the red line. But if it does, that would be like 5.72 risk to reward ratio. But what I would do is I would actually start at a 2.0 risk to reward ratio, because you're risking 10 to make 20%. Some say, dude, no, you're not supposed to do it like that. But what I'm saying is I would start taking profits there if the market gets down to 36 cents and if it actually bounces up to the 44-cent level. Okay, that's the reason why I'm going over the levels, guys. So just kind of, so we're all on the same page after we kind of continue out here. Please understand or be under the impression that I'm giving you the levels for that specific reason with the assumption that you have a strategy. Let's move on to Naked Brand. All right, Naked Brand broke out of that falling wedge pattern, illusional falling wedge pattern, right? It's not guaranteed. It's actually within that pattern, right? 47 cents up to 84 cents. It's still perfectly above that 47-cent level. So if you've been standing on the sideline, then there you have it. 47 cents is a potential area of interest, not to buy. Okay, just letting you know the levels. Next on the list is CBAT. See what we have. I think CBAT is still perfectly confined within it's in a very large range. I think the last time we spoke of CBAT, we said it could go all the way down to 360, even as high as $6.92. But of course, the one level below that price activity, which is not guaranteed to get below $3.60. Let's move on over to VISL. We are still invested. We sold off 25% of our total position in VISL. Expecting a bounce. It's within a tight range. I don't think we covered this one recently. $2.16 up to like $2.93. If it can get above $2.93 and continue high, that'd be beautiful for the portfolio there, right? But I mean, $2.16 is the worst case scenario. The more practical level for it to come down and gracefully touches $2.31. Please take notes of the levels. But that's the technical range right now. We should have a move up on that soon, right? WORX is next. Yeah, WORX I got rid of. Guys, we got rid of a lot of stock, guys. WORX is below $1.53. Not an ideal setup. We'd have to revisit this because I don't really know where else to go with WORX if it's below $1.53. I mean, WORX can go to, all these stocks can go to zero, guys. Seriously, please, let's put a disclaimer out there. All stocks can go to zero. All right, so I don't believe in stocks. You guys should know that by now. I made that very interesting video about believing in stocks. So WORX, I'm not sure about WORX. It has to get above $1.53 in order to do anything. So if it's going lower, I don't know about WORX. We just have to revisit that one. Mankind is still within a very large range. $3.33 as a potential back test of the previous lows. The more practical level is actually exactly where it is now at about $4. So if it were to bounce from $4, the overhead hasn't changed. It's been the same for some time, actually. 636. Are we still invested? No, we got shaken out at the lows there, guys. We don't even hold Mankind anymore. PIXY had a very aggressive move to the upside, and it appears to have been giving everything back. I think we posted a video, I'm not sure when, it was like near the $2 and maybe 20-cent level. It went all the way up to $3.89, and it's potentially headed back to $2.09. So of course you have that level, the green line, $2.09. So guys, seriously, the levels that we come out with, they're super strategic. Look at how it came up to that line. Perfect. You see that? wicked at the line, and then it went down. So please take a moment to check out our videos on these stocks. PIXY's done. All right, so METX, yeah, this one, oof, yeah, this one has really made me sound like a complete, you know what, like I have no idea what I'm talking about. This market is ready to move lower, okay? So if you are invested in METX, it's not within the range that we discussed, the $1.72 level. I realized that I think one of our videos said 210, but remember the levels change as the market moves. So it broke below $2.10, which is right up here, right? So then it went down to it was a 172, and the rate that I was able to find that level because that was the most recent low in the price. That was the lowest low in the price. It's broken below that level, so the trend is continuing. These stocks, most of these stocks that we go over are in a downtrend. Please understand that, guys. If you are investing in these stocks, you are betting against the trend. The trend is your friend until the end. The trend is down. All right, so METX, we'd have to revisit this one. I'd have to kind of focus on the candles and how they're developing because, again, 173 is fits below there. We just have to revisit that one and see what's going on in the charts here. So next on the list is going to be IBIO. Had a really nice thrust to the upside recently here. It's still perfectly above that $1.04 level. It hasn't reached that level just yet. Is it guaranteed to reach that level? I'm not sure. Maybe it won't. I'm not sure. But if it does reach $1.04, then we've been saying that ever since the first video that we ever posted. And if it goes to the upside, the $2 approximately, because it's a descending line, keeping the price down. If you haven't watched our video on IBIO, it's just a very annoying line for the price activity. This yellow line, descending line, is just it can't get above that level for whatever reason. I know FDA approval, something, all that stuff, guys. I'm just a price action guy. I don't look at the other stuff. Okay, I'm sure you've done your research. Okay, EMAN needs a quick visit. EMAN is literally sitting at that level right now, 237. We covered this. We played it. We got in. We got out on this play, and we're looking to re-enter. Are we re-entering here? No, not yet. We haven't re-entered any. 237 is a level. Like I said, it's like literally pennies away from that level. So if I were to enter the market, this would be an area that I would be focusing on. 451 is the overhead potential target. Remember, the market does not always reach the overhead targets, and it's not always guaranteed to hold at the lower green line that we're going over. Let's go over to SOS. Okay, so SOS, I think we only made like one video about SOS. Excuse me. I think this follows the crypto market. I could be totally wrong about that, guys. I'm not sure. I don't look at this stuff. But $4.20 was the level that we were speculating when the price was like $6 that it could potentially go down to. I don't think a lot of people actually thought it would do that, go down to the $4.20 level. But not only did it go down to that level, it actually broke through that level. So 330 is the level that I would pay attention to if I were to enter this market. We never did enter this market, so just to be transparent with you all. 320 up to 420. If the market is officially getting stuck below the 420 level, these are 3-day candles, by the way. It's a fine time to mention that, right? So yeah, that's what I'm seeing on the SOS. It's in a potential range. Of course, assess your risk tolerance as you entertain these positions in the market. Palantir, we've gotten a few requests for this as well. Now, this is a little bit different. So Palantir, I don't really have that much information. Here's what I put up here: suspicious price action overhead. Because we actually posted a video speculating that the price fluctuation that happened in this market, it made me raise an eyebrow or two when the market just kind of went up, right? And I realized I think someone said some government secret agency is what this stock is all about. I'm not sure, guys. I mean, the only thing that I do know that I can see is this suspicious behavior in the chart really doesn't look good to me. I know you guys are long-term investing. Don't listen. If you're long-term investing, just you know what to do. You just buy and just skip Napoleon Macro's videos, right? Or you can just kind of take into consideration that the market may continue lower. It's been making lower highs here, and right now it's kind of wanted to break down below the 20 level. If it gets a nice bounce, that's fine. The clustered area here, it's going to be like $23. It needs to get above $23 if it wants to move higher. I don't really know about Palantir. I'm pretty sure I didn't say that right. Palantir Tech. So in terms of the levels, Yeah, the only thing is $23. Okay, it needs to get up above $23. Yeah, you can say like $23.50. The lower levels, I'm not sure how aggressive the momentum could get to the downside, but if I had to just throw a number out there, I'd say 1582. Yeah, 1582. If the market continues lower, if it bounces from here, that doesn't mean Napoleon was wrong. It's fine, guys. The market, it's just, I feel like the entire markets are under pressure right now, right? So that's the only thing that I can see for now. If we get like, dead cat bounces along the way, we don't need dead cat bounces on this. We're not invested. I'm saying we're not invested. The market needs to make a higher high. Where's that high? The all-time highs, all about $38. Okay, so if we get little dead cat bounces, even if the market starts to kind of do some sideways consolidation, would be the practical thing for me, I think, to do to establish some sort of structure and then get back above 2350 to re-challenge the all-time highs. In terms of, again, I'm the practical price action guy who just looks at candlesticks all day long, a little bit too long at this point. That's what I'm seeing as a practical scenario in order to truly turn this Palantir market around. Sideways consolidation, stop bleeding out, stop going lower, maybe find some sort of support at $20, okay? And that's a psychological level. And then, of course, re-challenge $23.50. I repeat myself so much, guys. Let's move on to Plug. Okay, so Plug, oh, man, whew. Yeah, man. Oh, man, we couldn't have nailed this call any more inaccurate. We were actually making calls near the $60 level, saying it can go to $100. We still have the overhead targets. Let's not get it twisted, guys. $132, absolutely. I do think that this market can eventually make it up to $131, assuming that it doesn't go to zero. All stocks can go to zero. I already said it, okay? All stocks, including Plug, including the stocks that are in your portfolio. Yes, the ones that you're looking at right now. Those stocks can go to zero, okay? All right, so but 2630, that's the level that I wanted it to stay above. It's below that level, so yeah. At this, as far as I'm concerned, as long as it's below 2630, yeah, just free fall. I don't mean that to get anyone nervous, but I guess let's do this for the practical level. If it continues lower, we could be staring at a bounce. I'm not sure. 1822 is a previous level of resistance from a 3 days perspective. Okay. But yeah, like I said, guys, if that was the last level we left you guys out with, 2630. It's below that level. No, not ideal. No. I'd like to re-enter Plug for a long position, but not at this moment. Okay, but please do your research. Maybe you'll see something that I didn't see. Okay. All right, so FUBO TV is something a little bit different with FUBO TV. We haven't covered this for some time, actually. So what I did with FUBO TV is I did a measurement from the most recent low, okay, down at about, not most recent low, guys. I look at the big picture. I never look at that 1 hour stuff. The $8.98, $9, I measured it from there, and I took my fib and I measured it from the highest point that I can measure. Yes, I still have overhead targets of $100 and like $30. Yes, but guys, I'm telling you, you have to have a strategy. You can't just buy at $40 and say, yeah, Napoleon said it's going to $100, and now you're down substantially on your investment. No, I don't recommend that. I mean, if you've done that, then I don't know how to tell you to get out of that position there. But what I did put on the chart is, again, I measured the most recent low, okay, and then I measured the most recent high, and then I pulled out my fib and I pulled up the 786, which is outlined in blue, this blue line here. All right, and the 0.886, that's kind of like my secret sauce that I've already shared, but you guys have it right now. If it's getting below the 0.786, my next go-to is the 0.886, which is currently at about $14.41. So assess however you're going to enter, exit, hedge yourself in this market. I cannot kind of explain that for you because, of course, I'm not licensed to do that. And next on the list, that's pretty much all I have with FUBO TV. Hopefully you guys caught the levels. 1441 if it continues lower. 1982 is this 0.786. It needs to get above and stay above that level in order to have a fighting chance to continue higher. Let's go over to RESN. Yeah, believe it or not, guys, I actually got shook out of my position on this one because I think we sold. I'm not sure where we sold. It was at a small profit. We've been holding contracts forever. 250 contracts, and we sold, I think it was like $4, and it's continuing lower. We will re-enter, but this market is just not looking pretty. We still have overhead targets. It's not going to change. $11.92, almost $12. Yes, we still have that price target. So we're looking to scale ourselves in a much more healthy position now that we've sold off. And let's just go over I did the same thing for RESN, resonant, if I'm pronouncing that right. Measured the most recent low at about 216 and the most recent high at about $8.22. And the two levels that I came up with were the 786, which is already broken down below. Looks like there was a dead cat bounce right here. April the 22nd. That level is at about $3.43. If the 0.886 cannot hold, then I am not sure where this market is going. Wow. Okay, I'm not sure. But that's at $2.80, and it's actually it actually looks like it came down to that level perfect and had a wick, yeah, like 281 on this current active 3-day candle, which has about a day and 5 hours to close. All of these candles that we're looking at have a day and 5 hours to close. Had a really nice wick at that level so far. Will it hold? I'm not sure. You have the levels, guys. 280 is a 0.886, and 343 is the 0.786. Let's talk about the NNDM. We just recently went over this. I think some investors actually entered the market and maybe down on their investment after we came out with that video. Now, just to kind of let everyone know, remember, we had this date on the chart for a very specific. I'm super specific about these levels. It's never random. $7.79 by July the 6th. Yes? So we are in May. So if the market is above $7.79 by July the 6th, 2021, then it would basically be above this cupperature for, let me just kind of back out for those of you who are just stopping in. We've been following, see that red line that I just put on the chart, or just colored it on the chart? That is the resistance level within this inverted dome formation, right? So when the market broke above that level, it broke above the resistance level, and right now it's back below that resistance level. And since it's below that resistance level, the only thing that I revert back to is the previous level of support, which is maybe arbitrary. That's fine. It's arguable, right? But I particularly placed this beautiful inverted dome formation on the chart, and it appears that the approximate level that may have a reaction or may not have a reaction is at about $6, even sub that level. So will it get down to that level soon? Not sure. If it does, I would be interested in entering this market. Okay, it's at about 651. It could be a beautiful opportunity staring us in the face of a buy-in opportunity. Please do that research and return back and let me know how is it looking out there for you. Okay, but let me explain why I got July the 6th, 2021. Really simple, actually, because assuming that the market comes down to the inverted dome line here, yes, and it actually finds support, and it just kind of, doesn't just kind of obliterate the lower line down there, right? If it actually finds support, then the support would continue to climb up this level on that inverted dome, and it would find potential resistance at this red line again around July the 6th, right up here. It's like the crevice. It's never going to get within this level, guys. So that's why I say buy. So up to July the 6th, 2021. If it's above 771, things will be looking good as the buyers protected the inverted dome formation pattern, which is a bullish pattern. That's how I look at it. If it comes down in this range and the buyers, there's a sufficient amount of buyers in the inverted dome formation, right? And it does not compromise the lower dome cupperature formation, and it gets back above 771. I know I repeat myself a lot. That means they protected this level, and even if it does like some sort of sideways consolidating above 771, that's the only level for me. 771. That's it. Simple. Okay. As the market needs to get back above in order to show financial support. Okay. Next on the list, CIDM. This video is gonna be super long. It's still above that last range that we spoke of. We're not in this market anymore. We already sold off. We were just looking to play it, just a small position from, I think we entered, I'm not sure where we entered. It was like $1 and something. And then we wrote it up to, it was like $1.30, just a small, just taking like really minuscule, if that's even a word, plays in the market right now. All the way up to $1.96. And I know my long-term investors are like, dude, what happened, man? We thought you were going to ride it up to like $7 with us. Yeah, that was the intentions. But yeah, we got rid of it, guys. So that's the range, $1.12 all the way up to $1.96. So of course, the green line, you already know what to do if you have a strategy. Please have that readily available. Microvision, look at that, the yellow line. Someone said they don't like my lines. Look at this line, guys. Look at this, the 3D. I can't make that up. It's just kind of hanging out near that line, just kind of consolidating to make its next move. I'm not sure if it's going to kind of hang out near this level. I don't know. If it loses it, then you already know the one level, $10.05. And of course, the overhead short-term longevity line is going to be $20.77. I don't really like the way this 3-day is setting up. See, there's like a large gap in between the price there for the 3-day. That's super interesting. And there's a gap below the price. And it's perfectly just kind of hovering in between the two. Man, this price action. We did come out with a video saying that there will be extreme price activity. And I think we nailed that. This price activity is very extreme. I don't think a lot of people understand how to approach it. So that's pretty much wraps up the video. I guess there is one more. TTCF is, I think someone also challenged this line, this financial support line, that it's still below. I mean, the sellers are not following through. That's a good thing, right? So the price isn't going to just collapse, right? Not right now, at least. If it does, that's fine, because I still have my price target. I'm going to say it. You can leave thumb down either way. $8 is my price target on TTCF. Eventually, if it cannot make a higher high, I'm not going to change my price target. Yes, it has a potential to get to $30. That's fine. That just means the trend is continuing. I am a counter trend player. Okay, I identify trend shifts. Okay, and so far I don't have enough information or evidence in the chart to suggest that the market is going to take a shift right now, because it's consolidating in a small range, and it's really simple. It needs to get above 1906 in order to prevent me from putting my foot on this market's neck. And if it does not get above 1906, then yeah, I'm prepared to enter the market to push this price to the downside. Okay, so that's it, guys. Sorry I couldn't put the timestamps for everything, but I just want to kind of throw this long video out there so that you guys know I'm just not kind of getting missing, just kind of, oh, the markets are down, we can't find Napoleon, he's a traitor or a sucker or whatever you're gonna call me. No, guys, I'm right here. I am losing right along with you. Hopefully you guys are making money. I'm not going to say that you guys lose. Hopefully you guys are making money, and I'm actually losing over here. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. So thank you for your time. Leave an appropriate thumb just below the video if you enjoyed the content. And leave a comment to support the channel. The YouTube algorithm picks up on that. And also, if you're new, if we can earn your subscription there, we'd like to send you more information on the alternative markets, Bitcoin, altcoins. We cover that, so kindly subscribe, hit the bell, and we'll send you that when it is available. So we'll cut it out here. Remember to protect your portfolios by executing your strategies, please. All right. We'll talk soon. Hopefully this was useful. Again, and bye for now.